Hello, and welcome back. Today we're checking out, once again, Dreamcatcher. Now, we're finishing up the Dystopia Trilogy, and thanks everybody for letting me know what this trilogy is, what it's about, and a little bit more about Dreamcatcher all around. I did not know who Dreamcatcher was before watching the first two videos in the Dystopia Trilogy, and apparently they have songs that have actual stories. They're kind of like chapters in a book. This is a trilogy. I think they have another set of songs that's more of a quadrilogy, and I think they have some other songs that might even be a 5-part storyline, if I'm not mistaken. That might be something that I read in the comments section, but this one is the Dystopia Trilogy, and so far we've checked out Boca was the last one that I checked out, and the first one was Scream in the Dystopia Trilogy, and this is the last one. This is called ODDEYE, and I do want to thank again subscriber, let me get your name right. I say that, but Majin Zane, subscriber Majin Zane, thanks once again for giving me some information, and everybody's been giving me tons of information, but in particular I just want to read Majin Zane's information yet again. I read it last time, but just to familiarize everybody that hasn't watched my last video, the Dystopia Trilogy is about social media and the false illusion that it offers to people, online bullying and persecution, hate speech, and more. This could be in general for everyone, and also a comment on bullying toward idols. That wasn't his entire comment. I added that last sentence. So basically, the trilogy is about people being harassed and bullied online, and I think that last sentence that I added, I think another 2 commenters left a comment about this. Also might be, it could be in general bullying and cyberbullying online, and it could be the trilogy could be aimed more at a conversation on the bullying that takes place toward K-pop idols and idols in general. And I want to say that feels like it's more correct, because someone also mentioned some of the suicides that have taken place by K-pop idols or idols in the past, and I only know of one girl that took her life because of bullying and because of the pressure. I have seen instances where the pressure gets to a lot of idols, and of course it does. I mean, it absolutely does. And I imagine they go through a lot. I don't know about Dreamcatcher in particular, because I'm a new fan. After the first video, Scream, I was hooked, and the last video, Boca, sort of solidified it. I'm definitely a fan of Dami, but this is a 7-member group from South Korea, and they are known to be the rock of K-pop, I think is what Rolling Stone quoted them as being. Rolling Stone in Korea or Thailand, I can't remember. But I imagine the bullying, we don't get nearly as much of the instances as actually goes on. I know I can't speak for Dreamcatcher because I don't know much about them in particular, but for Twice, I know there's a K-pop group called Twice. They've been around for 7 years. They just signed their 7th year contract, which congratulations. I'm so happy to see that they're continuing on, and actually they have a new mini album coming out March 10th, 2023. So definitely check that out. I'm going to be checking it out. So you will be getting a notification on the day of, because we will be checking it out together. But Twice, I can think of 3 members that have encountered severe bullying, which is Chewy, Mina, and Jungyeon. Those are the only ones that I know of that have a history that's in the actual media that's well known of their past, with bullying. I know that Chewy, which is the Machni, which is the youngest of the group, she got bullied. It was awful what happened to Chewy. when she was 16 years old. A 16-year-old girl. I remember that I can't remember exactly what it was about, but I think it was somewhere along the lines as she thanked somebody, or it was in the media, that she was proud to be Taiwanese, or maybe she said that she spoke Taiwanese instead of saying that she spoke a Chinese dialect or a Chinese language. And I think that caused something along those lines, caused a huge controversy, to the point where at 16 years old, this girl had to go in front of cameras and do a public apology and a public bow. She was forced to do a bow and apologize for what she said, because she didn't say that she spoke a Chinese language, or I think she I may be getting this wrong, but it was something to do with China and Taiwan. But she had to do a public apology, and she got ridiculed and bullied horrendously at 16 years old. I know Mina in Twice, she had not similar to that extreme, but she had to take an entire year off of the live performances, and I think even also, I don't know if she took the year off to making albums as well. I don't know if she took an entire year off and she didn't contribute to any new songs that year, but she had to take an entire year off because of cyberbullying. And it was heartbreaking to see her when she finally came back, to where she could not be on a stage without just welling up in tears and just bawling. I did see one of her videos where it was one of the videos where she first came back from her year off, and it was so sad. She looked like a helpless little kid on that stage. It was so sad to see. And I know Jungyeon, also from Twice, she has encountered, I'm sure she's just been ripped to shreds, because several years she's struggled with neck and spine problems, and it's caused her to be out of the performing for years. There's been several years where it was kind of like known that Jungyeon wasn't going to be part of the crew, the live shows, or I don't even know if she was putting in with the actual songs, with those song recordings, but she had some serious problems with her spine, and she also encountered bullying because of weight gain. She is one of the idols that is still working today and still performing, and she's one of the idols. She's one of the rare exceptions where she's overweight, and considerably overweight by Korean idol standards. And she's actually, it hasn't stopped her. They haven't like given her the boot or anything like that from JYP Entertainment. So I think that says quite a bit for them. I don't know, JYP, there's controversy about them and everybody, but I think that says a lot, to where they know that she's a pivotal part of the Twice group, and that's more of a family than anything, that the way I see it. So Jungyeon definitely got bullied and ripped apart because of, I think, well, she had anxiety problems and depression as well, and she had to be on medication for quite a long time because of the ridicule and people just being nasty to her. But so I guess this is a longer introduction than I wanted, but I guess this is important that we get this talked about, and that's why they wrote an entire trilogy of songs for us to talk about these things, and for us to bring them out into the light and know that this happens and it doesn't need to happen. And I'm gonna take this information in this trilogy as let's think more about what these idols go through and the way that they're bullied, and also in general cyberbullying. or just being nasty to people online in general, it's really something that needs to go away. And I've contributed to my part in the past of bullying people and talking nasty to people online. And it's a work in progress of me stopping doing that. And I haven't done it in quite a while. Even when I see negative comments just on anything, I'll just look at it and just keep scrolling, or just turn whatever I'm looking at off, because it's just, life's too short. I mean, seriously, life is too short to get caught up in this bullshit of, pointing fingers and screaming at each other online. Go outside, go for a bike ride, go for a walk, draw a picture of a house. I don't care. Draw something. Just get away from this crap. And your opinion, and by the way, it is your opinion. Your opinion holds no more weight than somebody else's opinion. So I think I'm just going to stop jabbering on right there, because I'm already looking at 12 minutes record time, or 11 minutes record time on just the introduction. So we're going to get this thing started, and please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the bell notification, and leave comments, and let me know where I'm wrong, let me know where I'm right, let me know of any, well, actually, let me know of the Dreamcatcher, I wanted to say victims there for a second, but the Dreamcatcher members, have they been involved in a lot of cyberbullying? Is this why they wrote this trilogy, is to come out against all the harassment and the bullying directed towards them as a group? Or do you think that this is more directed in general as, the whole cyber realm altogether, how this is a huge problem with, being online and being able to hide? Well, I can see behind a false mask right there at the beginning of this video, and I think that's why they have so many masks in this trilogy. I don't know for certain, because I haven't watched any more videos. I don't know if the masks are a common thing in their videos, or it's just this trilogy, but it seems to me that these are false masks that people are hiding behind. But all right, I said I'm going to stop rambling, and here it is, approaching 13 minutes. All right, so we're going to get started. This is ODDEYE by Dreamcatcher. Again, hit the like, subscribe, bell notifications. Let me know what you think about the Dreamcatcher trilogy in general, and Dreamcatcher in general, and what's this trilogy about, you think? Cyberbullying in general, or bullying toward Dreamcatcher? So let's get started. This is Dreamcatcher with ODDEYE, and let's hope that my computer does not struggle to do this. Otherwise, I'll record this later. So here we go. Wow, what an amazing outfit. Did she get drugged? Is that what's in her glass? Oh, red and pink working together. It's hard for red and pink to work together. As a graphic designer, it's kind of difficult. Ooh. So it looks like the tree has turned completely black, and the leaves look like they were red. And there's a lot of black and red in this video altogether. Except for that. Turn it up! Turn it up! Oh wow. That is crazy. Oh, Tommy. All right, we got to go back. I'm a Dami fan. I'm officially a Dami fan, and you could hear Pinhead in the background in this one singing underneath Dami. We do have to go back. I want to go back to this tree part. Just that visual right there. Look at that. Is the tree black or is it white with a really hard shadow? I can't really tell, but I really love that the what is this? This is like LED lights coming from the tree that's going into the tree. Okay, this story is something else. So I guess this is the neon lights or the LED lights going into the tree maybe represent maybe like internet cables or something like that. Somebody else described the tree being the fruit grows black because of the negativity from the social media and the web negativity, I guess. And I think I can see that represented right here with the cables going into the tree, spawning black fruit. It looks like even the leaves have turned red, if I'm reading into this right. And we got to listen to Dami one more time.
Yeah, live it up.
See, I love that blonde streak right there. He's looking the best that I've seen her actually in this video. Oh, sweet lightsaber! Look at her face. Oh, wow. Look at that shot. Okay. I never even thought about doing characters down a face, like a whole line of small characters that so inventive. They're so freaking inventive. And look at the background. Oh man, that set. Oh, dude, they pull out all the stops. They pull out all the stops on everything. The storytelling, the music, the vocals, the writing, the lyrics, the sets, the CG. Don't drink it. Don't do it. That's so weird. Her Dami's range, I would not have thought that was her singing right there, because she's got such a deep throaty rap. I would not have thought that was her. She has a vocal technique that comes from such a deep place in her body. It's just amazing that she can do that rap and have such a different sounding voice, and then doing what she just did here. That's Dami, right? Yeah, that's her. God, it's so gorgeous. Everything about this video is so freaking gorgeous. Is that it? Yep. In the end, the Dreamcatchers couldn't find the utopia, what they dreamed of. And maybe that's the official Dreamcatcher logo. I tried to find the Dreamcatcher logo and I could not find one. It seemed like there was about 1 billion of them, and I just had to make up my own, but not too crazy about the logo. Of course, the one I made is terrible, but it's just a font. Darn. The Dreamcatchers couldn't find the utopia, what they dreamed of. We'll find it. We'll get there, ladies. Don't worry about it. All right, so we're approaching 20 minutes on this video, so we'll probably have to cut it. Not going to comment too much about the video. If you did notice, I'm doing something different. I have to download videos because I can't play them directly off YouTube anymore because my computer just won't handle it. My computer is like 10 years old, and I'm using like the cheapest technology I can get away with to try to get these out. So I'm not able to get captions. I wish I had the captions here so I could have read along the entire video, but I will do that in my own time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it in this reaction video, but yeah, it really makes you it really makes me kind of sad about what social media is. And people say, oh, Facebook is, don't go on Facebook. Facebook's terrible. Don't go on Twitter. Twitter's crap. Twitter's awful. Well, it's not Twitter. It's not Facebook. They're just platforms. It's the nastiness that comes out of people when you're hiding behind a screen and there's no accountability, except maybe you might get your account suspended or you might go to Facebook jail or whatever. There's no accountability. You're completely, well, not completely, because there's ways to track people down, I'm sure, but you're mostly, for the most part, invisible when you start talking trash, start talking smack to people. If you want to be mostly invisible, you can be. But I think, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on what's happening with Twitter now, with old Elon taking it over. I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not to censor what people have to say, because people say just the worst things when they give it an opportunity sometimes. So it's yet to be seen on what this social media experiment that we're all going through, and it is an experiment, basically, because we don't know what the hell social media, all these platforms are doing to us internally, in our thinking processes. So we're involved in this experiment. So my suggestion is to maybe relax a little bit and disconnect, and maybe return to these platforms when you can say something kind to somebody. I know that's one thing that I struggle with, and that's one thing I have to constantly tell myself every single day, is to try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Treat someone how you want to be treated. You don't know what somebody else is going through. You don't know their life story. You don't know mentally if they're actually like mentally not handicapped, but going through some stuff to where, a kind word or two might just make the difference. And unfortunately, it's hard to do it sometimes, but that's where you wake up every day and make a determined effort and say, I'm going to put my best foot forward today. And speaking of which, it's time to go to work. I guess I'll put a half of a foot forward today. Good God. Anyway, all right. So if you like this reaction, please give me a like. Please give me a subscription. That would be great. Hit the bell notifications. And Dreamcatcher's not done. We're just scratching the surface. We're going to experience more Dreamcatcher together. And any information you can give along the way is much appreciated. And I do try to give shout outs, but I get so much information that sometimes I lose track of who gives me what. So I'm sorry if I've given out information that you've given me and I've not addressed you personally. But there's a lot of great comments and a lot of info. So, all right. So I think we're going to get ready, hit the showers, and get ready for work. And we're going to check some different stuff out tonight for sure. I think Ren is another band called a song called Hi Ren. We might be checking that out. But that's for a later date. So for right now, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace, love, chicken grease, all that good old fashioned stuff. And y'all take care. We'll see you later. Peace.